Yo. Top of the morning, top of the morning. It is the new year, the brand new year, the year of 2022, and we are back at it. This is Getting in the Green with Perfect Strangers. It is I, Just Daryl, whatever you want to call it. And I got my man, my partner back with me. We survived another year. Corey, what's good with you, brother? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Ready to kick off this year. I haven't made a bet yet this year, so I'm looking for something tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, we're going to get right into these games. It was a large slate. We had some good games yesterday, but yeah, I haven't played any games this year for we're talking about what day 3 of this year, but yeah, I didn't play any games at all. But we are doing something new, or something that we said that we were going to do at the beginning of the year, and that is we were going to start our spreadsheet. So that's something that we are going to be incorporating this year. Corey is going to be keeping all of his plays on the NBA games and all of my plays on the NBA games. So we're going to hope to get into some money, but then show our work as well. I'm glad I got you, Corey, because that's something I really can't do. As far as the consistent side, man, I'm like, nah. How was your new year, man?
It was good, man. Ended up actually making it to midnight. I mean, I took a 3-hour nap before, but got up in time to celebrate. But yeah, it was good, man. We relaxed, man. Stayed inside.
Yeah, man. I didn't do shit. I think guy on couch told me he didn't make it till I think 8 or 9, right? Man, I didn't make it till probably about 8 or 9 myself. So yeah, man. New Year's was New Year's. Happy we made it. And let's talk about these games real quick on yesterday, right? Just a real quick. I mean, we had 7 games. The Raptors beat the Knicks, which was surprising, 120 to 105. Orlando came close to beating Boston, but you had Jaylen Brown finally put up a 50 burger. So we saw that. Cleveland, the decimated Cleveland team, man, actually beat Indy, 108 to 104. Miami lost to Sacramento 113 to 115. Charlotte Hornets got Charlotte Horneted by the Phoenix Suns 133 to 99. And Dallas keeping things alive 95 to 86, a low scoring game. And my Lakers, man, my Lakers. That game came really close, but that was 103 to 108. That another spread. If you would have taken the Wolves, you would have actually won, right? That spread was 7.5, and that game got down to 5. So, but the Lakers have won now. They're back at 500, 2 in a row. I like that. But yeah, pretty easy night. Pretty easy night. All right, man. Let's jump into today's games. We got a pretty big slate, man. So I'm pretty excited about it. I think there's some money on the board. So let's see what we got going for this week's games, or the first game, man, that we have on the board. The Wizards versus the Hornets. Right now, this line is -2. I am seeing 1.5. So I just saw 1.5 at Bovada. So maybe it hasn't changed, or it's going down actually. It opened up at 2. It's now 1.5 at Movada. Total on this is 228.5. It is now at 228. So money is coming in a little bit on the under. And to Charlotte's side, I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't understand this line, Corey. I know we're off a back-to-back, but I still like Charlotte here. I think Charlotte has enough set pieces to get it done. You did face just a crazy Phoenix team who could just beat anybody in the league right now. So Wizards, with pretty much everybody still out in this game, I like Charlotte here, even off a back-to-back. Even though they did get on a plane and travel, I do like Charlotte to get it done. So I'm making that my official pick here. I'm going to make it that official. Charlotte plus 1.5. Give that to me now before that line does anything else. Who do you like?
I like the Wizards here, man.
Really? Really? Okay.
We'll start
Okay.
off the year on opposite sides here, but yeah, um, The Wizards, they get attacked down low, man, and the Hornstone, that's not their game. So they're not going to be able to punish the small size of Washington. Washington is getting healthier here. I think we got Beal ready to roll. So at home against a team that's not going to stop you, I think Beal, Kuzma, some of these guys have monster days tonight. So this is a
Wow.
great spot for DFS. And yeah, I like the Wizards at home here. I might not bet it, but definitely my lean is Washington here at home, especially off the back to back for Charlotte. They didn't play big minutes last night because of the blowout, but still, um, they're not built to beat Washington inside.
That's very, very interesting. I know you're still missing one of your bigs, right? PJ Washington is still out of there, but you've got Miles Bridges, you've got Mason Plumlee. I think you've got enough size in there. And even if you need to run fast, you can do that. I guess maybe this gets out of hand if Washington is making buckets early. But even that's probably won't even matter knowing how Charlotte is a second half team. So we'll see. We're on opposite sides here. So yeah, I am making that official. Is that an official play for you that you're going to make?
No, it's just a lean right now, but
Okay, I got you.
lean in Washington for
I
now.
got you. Okay. So that's what we have it. Charlotte is my official play, and Washington is your lead. Next game we have is Houston at Philly. Houston at Philly. That line is 13. The total on this is 221. Right now, that total hasn't changed at all. Neither has the line. I believe it did open up at 13 and a half. It's at 13. Houston is just being Houston again. They are 1-9 in their last 10. They're 1-9 in their last 10 on the ATS. So if they're losing a game, then they're going to lose it by margin as well. So it's one of those things. Do you blindly take Philly here? Do you blindly take Philly? Or do you think that Philly is not going to get it done? Both of them don't play again until the 5th, so they have 2 days rest. Philly hasn't played since the 30th, right? So they weren't on that New Year's slate. I'm not going to touch this game, but it seems like the easy choice is Philly all day because of how bad Houston's been playing. They've just been playing horrible again, like they have at the beginning of the year. So if you made money with Houston when they went on that stretch when they were winning games, I think those days are over. I think they are over. So no play for me on this game here. It looks like it would probably be a good prop market game here, you know? So if you like anything, your sides, players, what are you looking at here on this game, Corey?
Yeah, I think Philly's the lean. I'm not going to bet it. 13 is a monster line
It's a
here,
lot.
and Philly's not a team that just goes out there and blows teams out. It's just not their style. And then, but the risk is there. So DFS side of things, I got a hard time getting there here. You're probably not going to see any of these starters in the fourth quarter. It's just, Houston does look, that organization looks terrible right now.
Yeah.
They can't figure out the John Wall situation.
Mm-hmm.
And they play no defense. They don't stop anybody. The over might be a play here. 221's not that high. Philly will score now that they're healthy. But yeah, lean here is Philly, but I don't want any part of this 13-point spread.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Sometimes, I would say, hey, don't be scared of the number, right? Don't be scared of the number. But when you have a team as abysmal as Houston is right now, I mean, there's got to be something about motivated to play this team when you could beat them, right? It's one of those times where you can kind of take off during the game, rest during the game. All you got to do is beat these guys, Now, if Philly decides to come out and just smack them, this should be a 20-point game easily. But it's just one of those teams to where how motivated are you? I know it's either you're going to come up and show up and play or not. And Houston's not a team that I'm feeling like I got to get up and give my all to. So yeah, I'm off this game too, man. Nothing about 13 that I want to be a part of. So we'll see how it goes. Next game we have on the slate is Memphis Grizzlies at Brooklyn Nets. This is at -7. This total right now is 226 and a half. This total shot up. It is now at 228 and a half. So money is coming in on the over, and rightfully so. Memphis is decimated, right? And your defenders here, your defenders are gone, if you ask me. So that you've pretty much got everyone out for Memphis. You still got Brooks out, you've got Melton out, you've got just a whole bevy of problems when you have people out, and I don't see how you're going to get it done without at least Brooks there. If you ask me, I feel that way. I really feel that way. If you're not going to get it done if you don't have your set pieces and your bigs in, and right now you've got Brooklyn coming in a little bit of momentum. Now I'm looking at them right now. They haven't played this year. They haven't played this year. So this is the first game. And if I'm right, in the past, Ja kind of comes alive during these games that he plays against Brooklyn. I don't know what it is, but he comes alive. Now, for what it's worth, and I use for what it's worth a lot, Memphis have won the last 4 games. Now, you did have some players in because people just started going out on health and safety protocols within the last few days. They've won their last 4. They lost 3 and won 3. So technically, they're 7-3 right now in their last 10. So they are kind of still doing good, if you ask me. Brooklyn right now has lost the last 2. And about Brooklyn, which makes that kind of crazy, is Brooklyn's not really a back-to-back loss team, right? When they lose one game, they usually will win that first game or that next game by margin at that. They have no problem covering the spread. So this is a -7. I do believe you have a Brooklyn team that should get it done. They, again, don't play until the 5th. And same with Memphis. Memphis is going to play tomorrow, right? So this is their back-to-back as well. So I do like Brooklyn here. Strong lean to Brooklyn. It just seems like a game that they should win here without having all of Memphis's set pieces. Who do you like here?
I like Memphis here, man.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, lessons learned, man. I told you on our last show, with Kevin Durant coming back, this offense is not going to look as good as it was looking with just James Harden. They got to figure out how they run this team, and it's going to get even more complicated. I think we got Kyrie coming back for the next game they play.
Right.
So Harden's that guy. He needs the ball in his hands the entire possession. That's just how he plays. It's the Chris Paul effect, except Chris Paul is just a distributor at the end of the play, but they have to have the ball. Man, Memphis +7 right here. I like it. I think Ja keeps this one close. The Nets might scrape out a win here at home, but I'll take the 7 points here with Memphis.
That is crazy. That is crazy. But is that an official pick for you?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. So nothing
I know he
official.
wants to throw up the official, but no, not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
yeah. Yeah. Now,
No, leaning Memphis heavy here though, because I mean Brooklyn, they couldn't even handle the Clippers.
yeah.
You know, they got to figure some stuff out still. They're going to be a good team. They're going to be a nice playoff run, but right now Memphis looks good, man. Jaws dialed in right now.
Yeah. I mean, 7 is a lot. So that back-to-back doesn't matter to you either.
No.
Okay. Okay. I got you, man. That's pretty healthy. And that's exactly why I stay off these kind of games that I feel that should go one way. I mean, the official pick that I have is Charlotte right now. But this 7 is kind of scary, but I do believe Brooklyn can still get it done. All right, man. So we're kind of split as far as how we're thinking. Nothing official in that game. Next game we have right now, Utah at New Orleans, man. This line right now is 11. I'm telling you, man, this line actually is still 11. 226 was the total. It's gone up a hook, 226 and a half. I'll be outright with you, man. I don't think Pelicans have a chance if you don't have Ingram in there or Joval. I'm just going to tell you right now, if you don't have those set players in, how are you going to beat this Jazz team? Now, Jazz has quite a few people out too, but they're all set pieces. It's not your main stars. Hassan Whiteside, he's questionable. He had a concussion, bro. So we'll see how he goes. I'll tell you right now, man, I do like the Jazz here. I do like the Jazz here. They've played twice already and they're split, right? So the Jazz did get them 127, I believe, to 110 back in November. New Orleans got them the day before that, which was 98 to 97 or something. So they kept it close. But the Jazz is on another level right now. They don't play until the 5th, so they're going to have 2 days rest after this. New Orleans is going to play. This is the beginning of their back-to-back in which they go in and play against Phoenix. Right now, man, Utah lost against Golden State, but they've been on their winning ways. Right, they're still winning games. This is a team that is quietly under the radar. So I do like the Utah Jazz here. 11 is steep, but it's steep for a reason. I like the 11 over the 12 or the 13 versus Philly, right? Because at least New Orleans is still going to try to play, if that makes sense. If that makes sense at all. So, if I'm going to make a lean, I think I'm going to lean real heavy on the Utah Jazz, and I'm going to take them pretty. I'll probably take them. I'm just seeing if this number moves, right? But I'm looking at taking them first half. And what I want to do is dig deeper into their first half stats. I believe this is a good angle for them to take them first half because they sit pretty high in their first half ATS. So if you can get this down to a 6.5, I think that's good enough spot for Utah to be winning by at least 10 during halftime. So if you like Jazz first half, that's my lean. I'll see how that goes as far as what this number does, and then look deeper into their first half ATS. What do you got?
Yeah, I like Utah here. You want to throw up an official pick? It's definitely going to be Utah today.
Okay.
The 11 doesn't scare me. I don't think Ingram goes either. That Achilles injury is a tough one, man, because you can't rush back from that or you will tear it. So I don't think any way they push Ingram here, especially against Utah. You're not going to win this game anyways. J Val might be back. We don't know if he's got conditioning issues though. But even if he plays, the 11 doesn't scare me here. Utah will put up points in a flurry. They shoot a lot of threes. So I'm looking at Utah here, minus the 11.
Yeah, man. I like that. I like that play. But yeah, you're right. You don't have J Val or Ingram. You don't have a chance. So we'll see how. I mean, Utah is going to probably shoot you out the building and shoot early. So that's why I'd step on that first half. I'm going to probably. Nope, I won't jump on that yet. I was going to say I like your confidence in the 11. It probably makes
Gonna
me
go up.
jump on that first half. But yeah, I will wait on that. But I'll probably send that pick out later on in the day for my Jazz first half. All right,
Once
man.
that Ingram news, that line's going to move.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Okay, man. Next game we have is Detroit Pistons at Milwaukee Bucks, man. This line opened up at 15.5. It is now 16, bro. 226 is the total. That has stayed. There hasn't been any movement on the total. I'll tell you right now, I don't want any action in this game. I don't want any action in this game. You've got players out for Detroit Pistons. Um, Chris Middleton, questionable. Personal, but he's questionable. But this is the Bucks at home, man. This is the Bucks at home, a healthier Bucks team, and they're just steamrolling through teams right now. Detroit won against San Antonio, but that's San Antonio. But you've lost pretty much everything in your last 10, and you beat Miami, so you're 2-8 in your last 10. Right? Milwaukee is just Milwaukee right now. I mean, this is that Eastern Finals team that is just steamrolling through people. They have won 6 of their last 6 games. They lost to Cleveland, they lost to New Orleans, and they beat Indy. If you're going to jump on Milwaukee, just jump on Milwaukee blindly. I know that's probably bad advice, right? But if you're going to jump on Milwaukee, just jump on them, knowing that they will crush the Pistons. I don't want any action in this game because that number is just crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me. So this is a pass for me. I don't have any action. What do you got here?
Yeah, I'm not touching the 16. One of these big favorites is not gonna cover tonight. So
Right.
16 points, man. Now they have been blowing out teams. their last couple games, they've been covering, even with the big spreads. But yeah, I like Milwaukee. I think they handled this game no problem as far as picking the side. But no, I don't. I want no part of that -16.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Yeah, this is a game that I'm just gonna probably watch and laugh because I'm serious. Maybe it's one of those things to where you start looking at team totals, right? Maybe you're not gonna have the Pistons stop the Bucks. So if it's 226 and it's 15 points, then one of these teams is probably 115 and the other one is 100. I don't know. So or how or one what 120. Well, how would that work? 115, 110? But no,
No, you're
I
looking at
mean,
like 120, 105
yeah, yeah.
kind of thing.
So
But
nothing I want to be involved in, so I'm straight. Next game, bro. We what Orlando Magic at Chicago Bulls, man. This line right now is Chicago -13. The total on this game is 223. This has gone down to 222. So somebody is not scoring, and it's damn sure not Chicago. It's damn sure not Chicago. But okay, let's just think for a minute, Corey. Do you think this would be the game where a large spread is covered? I'm thinking out of the three, this would probably be it. And it's because you don't have, I mean, you don't have Ball, you don't have Caruso, who's out until January, right? You don't have Green, you don't have Cook, you don't have Ilyasova, you don't even have Patrick Williams. I mean, now Markel Fultz is out, health and safety protocols. I'm like, he never been in. So you got two teams that are decimated here, right? But I'm trying to understand the 13. I'm really trying to understand the 13. This is Orlando's back-to-back, so they did play yesterday. They played at Boston, so you do travel. So you're going from Boston to Chicago. Chicago themselves have had a huge rest factor, so you got time to scheme and game plan here. But I just think this number was too high. I really did. I thought this number was too high. So I didn't understand it. I think a lot of money right now, probably at the last minute, will still come on. I take that back. Either it's going to be a prop market here or it's going to be a total. It's not going to be a side here. But yeah, this is a no play for me. If I had to choose a side here, I would still probably take Orlando, to be honest with you. But this is not something I want to get involved in either. This spread here is pretty high for a Chicago team that's pretty decimated. I mean, if you want to just give it a little bit of steam, you do have Vooch there, you do have Levine there, you do have DeRozan there, right? So, I mean, those big three alone should just crush up this entire Hornet or Orlando Magic team. But still, man, I mean, like, gosh, 13 points for not having any defense. Maybe you look at a total here. Who do you like here? I don't like anyone on this fucking game.
I think we do have Lonzo back tonight for the Bulls, which might be a factor. I think the Bulls cover this. I won't bet it. I think I want to see who sits for Orlando after last night, but Orlando's just not good, man. They're just not good. Cole Anthony might play. Like, they just haven't been good. I can't even remember the last time they were good.
Yeah. Tell me, Corey, quick question for you, because I've been kind of checking them out. What do you think about the Wagner brothers? Have you been making any money or picking them up at all for kind of like low value?
The beginning of the season, man, I was all over Franz.
Yeah.
He's priced up now, though. They caught on, but that guy is a baller, man. The other Wagner had a good little run there with when we had Bamba out for a while. He was getting a lot more run, so he had a little run there. But with Bamba back now, who I could see them sitting Mo here on a back-to-back, just coming back from injury. So we'll see. But yeah, it's crazy because they have young talent there in Orlando. They just don't ever put it together, man.
Yeah, that's to me personally, man. I or like you said, Orlando hasn't been good. It seems like they've been rebuilding for the last 5 years.
5. 5?
Well, I'm being facetious, man. I'm just saying.
25 maybe. Like 5 years. I gotta look this up now. When was the last time Orlando made the playoffs?
Yeah, well, whoa, shit. Since what? What's I mean, okay, they haven't been good. Okay, we got it. Since maybe the Shaq and Hardaway era. I don't know. I don't know.
'09, they went to the finals.
So so they haven't been good for over 10 years. I get it,
Yeah.
man. I get it. Okay, so no play. No play at all. Oh, all right, man. Next game right now we have is Denver at Dallas. I was talking to a guy on the couch, man, uh, about a month ago, and he's like, "Yo, D, you sounding real stupid." They played. When they played in November. You said the Battle of Texas. I was like, "Bro, I just must have been drunk or hungover. I don't know, one of the two." But yeah, we do have them playing right now. Denver at Dallas. The last time they've played was November 15th. Dallas won 111 to 101. This line is -3, total being 213. This has actually gone up to 3.5. It opened up actually at 2. It opened up at 2. Denver is 18 and 16. Dallas is at 500 at 18 and 18. You've got some set pieces out again for Dallas, but you at least, in my opinion, you've got Doncic back, right? So you've got Doncic playing some games, getting back into steam. You got Aaron Gordon playing some games on the Denver side. You got Joker still playing on the Denver side. So you're starting to get a little healthier for what it's worth, if that makes sense. Luka means everything to Dallas, and I could see why you do have the line being going to Dallas's side and actually moving up. Denver hasn't played until the first. They play it in two nights. Dallas played last night. Last night, man. So this is a back-to-back, but money is still coming in on Dallas. I like Dallas here. I want to see what this line does. It seems like this is another prop market game. And I'm going to step back. Corey, this year, I think I'm going to look at props a little tougher. Just talking with a lot of other cappers, that's where the money is right now. The money is with the prop market, right? So I'm going to be looking heavy into that. I like how you have a lot of leans in DFS and props. So I'm going to probably tell you a lot with the prop market as well until I get a better advantage with it. But who do you like in this game? I'm not going to play it, but I do like Dallas.
Man, we're not in sync here to start the year, man.
Bro, cut the shit. Cut the shit. I'm done. Cut
Now,
it.
this is a Denver smash spot.
Okay.
Dallas is extremely overhyped right now. When this line first popped up, I didn't check the lines yet this morning. I thought Guy on Couch messed up the minus and plus sign again.
Yeah.
I was like, there's just no way. We're getting Denver plus points right now. Look, Dallas, they played OKC and Sacramento twice and Portland their last 4 games. They played 4 just bottom of the barrel teams. They're, three teams last 4 games that played no defense. Yeah, you got Luka back. Porzingis will come back tonight after his rest day. But Denver, I mean, this is a team that just beat Golden State.
Yeah.
They're for real. I'll take the +3 on Denver here. Joker should have his way down low. Obviously, that guy's a great DFS play. He is expensive tonight, though. We're talking
13.
12,400 for this guy tonight.
You said 12-4?
12-4 tonight.
Jeez.
So it is a beast to get up to him. There might be some value. We'll see. But I like Denver here tonight. And then as far as props go, there's a website called Prize Picks that I use for all my props instead of betting them straight up. It's you can do fantasy, single stat. They have it all, but they have some of the best lines. and it's all based off like a 3x return, 5x return style.
Prize Picks, PRIZEPICKS.
Yep.
Okay,
So yeah, if you're gonna get into the prop market, that's where I would do it.
got you, got you.
But yeah,
So
my lean here, Denver. I like Denver here on the road.
okay, so that's not official, right? That's
Not
just a lean
official.
for you. That's official?
No, not yet, not yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay. And then you're saying that you're leaning heavy on playing Joker in this spot too?
If I can get to him, I will. But 12,400, we're
It's
starting to
pretty
talk a
steep.
little. He's a little priced out of a lot of lineups, so we'll see.
That's pretty steep, man. We'll see. All right, man. So yeah, we're both leaning opposite sides here, man, which is kind of crazy. This is crazy. I don't think we've ever disagreed this much. I'm glad they're leans, though. I'll tell you right now, man. I'll tell you right now. All right, man. So we got leans on opposite sides. I'm liking Dallas -3. And Corey, you're liking Denver +3. Smash spot. Next game we have, man, Miami Heat at Golden State. This line is right now at 9. It was at 8.5 to Golden State's end, with the total being 219. So that total hasn't changed. As you know, there are a shit ton of people out for Miami Heat, man. Right. And Golden State is just dead ass getting healthy right now. I mean, you don't have many Morris. Still, did we do any research over the new year about what the fuck happened with Morris? Is he alive? Something I need to see, like proof. What do you call it? Proof of life. Proof
Yeah, I
of
don't
life.
know.
I
I
need to
haven't looked
see.
that guy up, but yeah, it is strange how long he's been out.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to see proof of life or something here, man, because I honestly tell you, man, that he has been out. Like he must have something wrong with his spine. But yeah, only on the Warrior side, you do have Damian Lee out. You still have the usuals, Wiseman and Clay. But this is a fully loaded, healthy team now. You got Dre coming in. Now, we were talking about how it's crazy that Dre makes a huge difference on that team, a huge difference. And so now that he's implemented in Golden State, they looks like they should be back to their winning ways. They did lose to Denver, like you said. That was a crazy game, 86-89. They were on a win streak until they lost to Toronto. They just beat Utah, bro. Golden State just beat Utah. That was New Year's game, 123-116. They don't play until the 5th. Miami has been winning games, and then they lost to Sacramento last night. Shouldn't have even lost that game. This is a back-to-back. They don't play until the 5th. I do like Golden State here. 9 is kind of tough, though. That's kind of crazy to me, but I think they can get it done. My lean is Golden State. They'll have a couple of days golf after this. I think I'll stick with Golden State. Not official for me, but it is another lean. Golden State -9. Give it to me. What do you like?
Yeah, I'm with you here. I do think Golden State's the lean. I'm not going to bet it. Miami is scrappy when Butler plays. They
Yeah.
can keep it close. But at home, you got to figure sooner or later Golden State's going to heat up. So, yeah, I like the Warriors here. I really want to take a look at this over-under. I just feel like
Yeah.
we
What do
might
you
be
think
staring
about
at an
that?
over here, man.
Yeah, that line movement kind of cracks me up, man. But yeah, I mean,
Even Miami, who's been known for their defense, they've been in some shootouts here lately. So might give the over a look, but yeah, I mean Golden State's the lean here, but Jimmy Butler, he likes to keep things close, man. That guy's a scrapper.
yeah, yeah. I'd agree with you, man. I'd agree with you. But yeah, when you got Golden State blazing and just running through squads, especially good squads, this can say a lot for Miami. So we'll see on this game as well. Next game we have, man, we've got Atlanta, ATL to A at Portland. Right now, this line is 226, so it's gone down from the 226.5. It is Atlanta -5.5, so money has come in on Atlanta as it opened up at 5. Corey, What is going on in Portland, bro? Let's just talk about that for a second. What do you see wrong in Portland altogether? Even before we get deep into the game, what do you see going on in Portland?
They just got the wrong blend of good players, man. It's just one of those things, outside of Golden State, we've rarely seen teams that can just have really good point guard shooting guard combos, and that's it though. That's all their money's in their guards. So they're just in a tough spot, man. They're good enough to constantly be in the playoff picture. They're good enough to constantly get there. They just never put it together, man. I think it's time we move Dave Lillard out of Portland. Not because he's not the guy, but
Yeah,
Portland needs to go into a full rebuild. That guy needs to go play with a team that can compete for a championship. Nobody's playing for Portland tonight. This is an Atlanta spot
yeah.
all night here. And I know Atlanta doesn't have the depth. They're a little decimated, but you still got Trey, Capella. You should be fine here against Portland, who's running out, the second string unit, basically.
Where do you think Lillard should go, man?
I mean, honestly, the Lakers.
Really?
I mean, if I was the Lakers, I'd sell the house, add him, and win a championship, and then deal with the repercussions later. But
You don't see him going anywhere to the east?
I mean, he could definitely go. Off the top of my head, teams that need him. I mean, Philly would be a good spot, but Philly's got the problem of getting rid of Simmons first.
Right.
But Philly could definitely use the guard. I can see the Miami team even making a move for a guard again. But
Really? I mean, do you unload Lowry? I mean, you
yeah,
can't.
I mean for Lillard, yeah.
I would have to see how the contract is. I don't know if you can though.
Yeah, no, that's the other thing. I don't know who can absorb that kind of
Yeah,
contract. So,
yeah,
Philly's definitely the one team that could absorb it. They just need somebody to take Simmons off their hands.
right.
And it's not going to be Portland. They're not going to take him in return. So they would need a third team there to get in on that.
Yeah,
But I like Atlanta here.
yeah,
That's the spot tonight.
yeah. But I'm afraid to touch it, to be honest with you, man, because we've talked about how deep Atlanta's team is. We were talking about this last year, right? That Atlanta has a pretty deep squad, but man, you're missing a lot of people. You're missing a ton of people. But at the same token, you're missing the set pieces you need for Portland. You need Lillard out there. You need Nurkic out there. You need McCollum out there. I mean, who are you going to go with? Anthony Simons? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is a G League squad at its finest right now, right? So with that abdominal being an issue, I'm just a little surprised. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little surprised that the number's gone down a little bit to 5 from 5.5, Corey, and it's not larger. It's not a greater number, right? Like maybe 7 is too much, but apparently sharps are thinking that 5.5 is too much because it's gone down a little bit. So I am in agreement with you. I don't want to touch this game because we're still dealing with the issue, man, of these teams being decimated by health and safety protocols. That's that. I mean, how do you work around this at all?
Yeah.
But
For
yeah,
DFS, though, this is definitely the spot you want to get in for value on the Portland side of things. There's going to be some guys getting heavy minutes. Nasir Little,
yeah.
4,700. Smith Jr.'s 5,500 should play big minutes. So if you're looking for value, you could probably definitely get in on the Portland side of things here tonight.
All right, man. Yeah, I don't have DFS should be, if you could find the angle, definitely go with that. But as far as game itself, I don't want to touch this game. I am off of it. Last game on the slate, man. That number might be a little wrong for me, but yeah, we do have Timberwolves at LA Clippers. Right now, I believe this line is Minnesota +3. Guy on couch put 8.5 there. Maybe he's being prophetic. I don't know. But Clippers literally have nobody playing tonight, right? You don't have anyone playing. Paul George is even gone till January, late this month, right? Minnesota just came off a great game against the Lakers yesterday. Um, it's a back to back, but in this case, you're not doing any traveling, right? You're not doing any of that. You're just going back to your hotel, probably going to have a little quick party or whatever, sleep it off, sleep that L off, and then come back to the same arena and play again. They didn't look too shabby, to be honest with you, but really nobody does against the Lakers. They kept it close to the end. Looking at this line, man, it did open up at -2.5, I believe. It is at -3 now for the Clippers. I think they're just giving them home court advantage here. Clippers themselves, they I don't know what to make of them. They've had pretty much a 2-day break. They beat Brooklyn. So for what you were saying earlier about Brooklyn not looking right since KD and Harden are back, that may be an issue there. They did lose against Toronto. They beat Boston, and then they lost against Brooklyn the first time around December 27th. So the Clippers are kind of all over the place, if you ask me. I don't know if this team is bad enough to lose against Minnesota, but I still kind of feel like Minnesota would be the side here, even off the back to back. So I'm liking Anthony Edwards. I'm liking Nas Reeds. I'm liking Jaden McDaniels, and I'm liking what they're doing without Towns on the court. Right. So in this side here, I would take Minnesota. I do like Minnesota. I think they can get it done. This is also not official for me right now, but I think they're in a good spot to win this game, even though it is a back to back. I think all those other factors matter. So right now, I'm going to probably take a strong lean to Minnesota. This total is kind of low too. It seems kind of low. So I don't, that's something to think about. I'll probably take the total on this one as well, but my huge strong lean is on Minnesota for right now. I'm just going to wait and see what this line does. What do you got, Corey?
Yeah, I want no part of this game, man. We got two teams that are just decimated. I could see the Clippers pulling off a win here, but with no confidence in either of these squads. So I wish it was somebody else playing the Clippers because I'd go, all day against them, but I just can't get there on Minnesota, man. As far as DFS, though, I think this is a good spot. Nas Reed is a beast. He's way overpriced. And Marcus Morris has been an absolute monster since Paul George has been out. So, cheap guys, late night. I think they both get there for you. So there's some value here, but yeah, I want no part of this game as far as picking a side. I mean, if you'd give me that +8.5, I was looking at there for a second, I'd be all over Minnesota, but
well, maybe that's why the line has moved on the Clippers end. I mean, yeah, to go in at 2.5 and now to 3. That is saying that sharps have came in really quick on the Clippers. But I don't know, man. I don't know. When I watched Minnesota play yesterday, you damn sure have no answer for Anthony Edwards. No answer for Anthony Edwards. And I think they move a little faster when he takes Towns off the court as well. So we will see, man. That is a great lean for me, but I haven't gotten there as well. My only official play that I have right now is going to be the Charlotte +1.5. Charlotte +1.5. I think they can go out and beat the Wizards. You actually like the Wizards here. What are your official plays that you have so far?
Right now, it's just going to be the Jazz minus
Jazz
11.
hands.
But a couple leans. We're going to see, we know how this game is played. That news starts rolling out throughout the day and opens up some big opportunities. So, yeah, Jazz are the only official pick right now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I do like Jazz too. That could even easily be a trifecta game, man.
Yeah.
Trifecta game there. All right, before we get out of here, just a quick question I'm going to ask you again. Out of the 3, I'm going to go with Chicago maybe not covering the spread. Out of the 3 largest spreads today, who do you think won't cover? I think you're going to say the Bucks, huh?
man. Maybe Philly, man.
Yeah,
I can see Philly not covering. They're just not that team that blows people out.
yeah.
They're not going to get up for Houston. You know, it might be Philly that just kind of doesn't get there for you tonight.
There you have it, man. Our first show of 2022, getting in the green with perfect strangers. It is me, the hostess with the mostest. Oh, I shouldn't say hostess. Should just say host. Guy on the couch said pause. Yeah, man, but yeah, this is our first show of the new year, man. I'm thinking this year is gonna provide some pretty good energy for us, some pretty good returns. Corey, anything else you want to say before we get out of here, brother?
Yeah, fuck Antonio Brown, man. You know what? Fuck that guy. That's my last thought on the goddamn day. I crushed NFL DFS yesterday, and Antonio Brown fucking walks off the field on me. Are you fucking kidding me? So that's where I'm at to start this morning off. I just remembered that guy fucked me yesterday.
Wait a minute. So that's so funny. We probably should have started the show with that. But did you did you take him because of those incentives that he had? Because he pretty much dropped the bag, right?
Yeah, he was the best value on the slate. He was super cheap still. You're playing the Jets, and yeah, the guy just walks off the field, man.
Yeah,
That's a brutal one. Not
that is brutal.
injured, just upset. Had some CTE issues. Decides
He
to
does.
leave
He does.
play.
You know it. You know it, man. You know it.
Just, 2 minutes after the game, Bruce Arians says that guy's not a part of the team anymore.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, Bruce is not playing that. Kango Bruce is not playing that shit, man.
No. Yeah, so
Well,
that's my final words for the day. That guy, man.
good morning to everyone except Antonio Brown. Sir, you can go fuck yourself.